Hey guys, what's up? It's Schla coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides with Schla, and we are pushing it a bit today because I just wanted to get out of here. I think I had explained um I have this illness, and it's just wanted to get out of here because I was honestly low-key considering canceling Car Rides with Schla today because I don't think it's been good for my throat. My throat is not doing too well, and I really believe it's a result of all the extra talking that I'm doing because of all these silly shows I'm maintaining. Car rides with Schla, walks with Schla, all this crazy stuff. It's just like, it's overdoing it with my voice, and I'm having a hard time keeping up. I'm pretty stressed out. Because there's a lot of seriously alarming economic conditions, and it's just not looking good, man. Like, things are looking really bad. So it's not. I mean, I think it's foolish, some of the things I did. Although, what I mean by that is, my spending on the computer and stuff. But at the same time, the other part of me is trying to think like, well, I mean, maybe I should grab this stuff while I still can. All my tech and things that I want. It's probably a good idea to just buy it now. But what I would be okay with is a slow decline of things, but I think it could be sharp. And that's really the problem, is if it's a sharp decline, that's really going to be the problem. So, because it could end up being a very sharp decline. And that would be, again, the super stressor. Just would be incredibly stressful. I don't know, I guess I'm going to be alive for it, whatever it is. It's just like, I won't be able to avoid it, whatever happens. And, I don't think there's too much else to it. Just not too much that can be done at this rate. It is what it is. It is what it is. Whoa, dude. I don't know, it's just weird driving stuff. If you recall I can't believe it's already been, this week went by so fast, despite me having surges of boredom. It's weird. Really weird. I had pretty severe surges of boredom. But no, this week went by remarkably fast. I have a feeling walk, switch, schla was the main cause of that. Because the walk, switch, schla really... It causes time to move by a lot faster, I think, in general. Although, see, time was crawling. But see, time was crawling when I was in work. The good thing about walk, switch, schla is it really diversifies my entertainment. Because during my breaks, it would usually be just walking, and then it eventually became more than that. It eventually has turned into the AirPods, obviously, which, you know, I'm not really sure how I feel about that, because this is probably recorded on here that just a couple months ago I judged people for that, but I don't know. I've honestly lost my touch. I've slipped into quite a few bad habits. So it's not really a great situation, but not the worst I could be doing for myself. Where was I going with things? Yeah, I just don't know. But again, things are gonna get pretty bad. I think so. Things are getting rough. They're definitely getting rough. And it's easy to talk about the future and say, oh, there's going to be property seizure. Oh, I know what's going on, but losing material security is not fun. Like, it's not really anything to... I mean, a lot of people are going to go through a lot of problems. There's going to be a lot of pain. And potentially, I really could go through less pain than a lot of people. I kind of wonder what happens in these economic calamities to people who just don't have anywhere to go. That's really the kicker, right? What happens? So at least I have a place to stay. Now I have some money in the bank, but again, I don't know what they're going to do. They could do some kind of great reset property seizure, which I should be excited about. So I guess I'll have to really think about things. Is this what the buildup has been for? Has this been my destiny? Is the timing going to be good for me somehow? Because I have been saying, in particular recently, I'm kind of getting fed up with the sluggish nature of things. So it kind of makes sense logistically that the Great Reset would happen somewhat soon. I was just hoping it would have been a slower, eroding reset, which I guess is really what it's been, but I kind of like a reality where nothing outright crazy really happens, and nothing outright crazy happens. It's just life continues to just get worse over time, and wages keep going down in proportion to cost of living, sort of like a slow collapse. But I'm just getting very nervous with this, what's happening with the metals. It's really not good stuff. It's not a good sign at all. It's very concerning. People should be pretty concerned, and so that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I guess in a way it's kind of a good thing because, well, no, I'm going to still say it's not a good thing because if there's another economic collapse, it's just going to be something that further gets the rich to be richer and the poor to be poorer. That's all it's really going to be. That's usually the side effect of it. I mean, it's pretty rare that an economic collapse actually cuts into the rich's wealth. The rich and wealthy usually rebound pretty easily, and the poor do not. So, I mean, I don't really know what's going to happen, but I just get scared about food. If we wake up and there's like no beef in the stores anymore or something. That's like legitimately what I get scared about. I think I'll be able to handle it as long as it doesn't go that far, but it's like, yeah, that could really be scary. But I could handle a slow collapse, like if since 2030 is like the year of the Great Reset, if it's just like beef's price gets worse and worse over time throughout that duration, then, I mean, that's, like, I can handle that, and that's kind of what I was thinking it was going to be. Like, I'm a little bit hesitant to short the stock market or anything like that, because, again, the stock market could just keep going up. There's so much... I feel like the government is even willing to, like, prop that up. There's so much effort put into propping up the stock market right now. I don't even know that we would see a crash in a similar way as we have before. I think it could just be a different kind of crash, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But that's kind of what I think. I actually think it could be like a different kind of crash. Where it just doesn't really crash. Like, it may just not. I honestly have thought that it may just not even crash. So, I don't know. But it is what it is. It is kind of sad. I guess the main thing I can hope for is that I won't get laid off or something, that's kind of the main thing. As long as I keep a job, I'll at least be able to weather the storm. But, it's really a problem, again, for people who have serious bills. And, yeah, I don't know. The economy is just stretched so thin right now because there's a lot of boosted and bolstered metrics that aren't accurate because people are overspending. They're overspending on credit. And it's not even just people doing it for things they don't need. It's also things that they do need. People are, so what is going to happen to all these people? I don't think back in 2008 you had remotely the same issues or problems. I don't think you did. Like, the economy wasn't stretched so thin. People probably had much more in savings to weather through that storm. We haven't really recovered since that economic issue when that happened, So it's very tricky to figure out what's going to happen, and that's why it's like, just shorting the stock market. I don't really know. I think we could see like a very weird thing where, again, it's like a slow thing. We see metal prices surge, but again, maybe things don't change super dramatically. It's just like they continue to suffer slowly. It's like there continues to be more and more loans, more and more debt, and all that stuff, and it just keeps being artificially inflated, the economy. Something like that. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. That's kind of what I think. I mean, it's what I'm hoping for. a little bit easier for me to digest. I just don't want any like random bam, like crazy calamity. But just so hard, man. It's so hard. I wish if anything could be true, I wish I was just born 10 years sooner. Like, I don't like what's going on at all. I really do feel alone. I feel like I'm really cognizant of these things and a lot of other people aren't. Again, I also think if you compare it to 2008, it's just like so different. Like people are already doing much worse than people were in 2008. Like, I'm sure in 2008, people's mental health was better, and everything was just so much better back then. Yeah, I mean, it's really going to sting. And I guess since I'm a child, I don't really remember it, but I did grow up through all that, and it really was not... I don't think it's going to be as bad as whatever that, like, already right now things are probably worse than they were even back then. Like, the only thing is unemployment, maybe. You know, unemployment is stationary, but I really want to do more about figuring out what my destiny is and seeing what GPT thinks. Because I just want, like, more of a clear answer as to what I'm meant to do and all that. That's really what I need to know. And again, I kind of wish I... Oh, well, you know what? I could ask GPT right now, but I'm not going to do that. Because I've been resisting doing that, I guess. I think it could be kind of nice. I don't know why. Yeah, because I could do that right now if I really wanted to. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I'll do it when I get home, though. You know? I think I will. When I get home's fine. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be nice. Finally the weekend, some time to relax and reprocess things and just try to figure things out, figure out where I am, where I'm headed. Because it's really the fact that the metal prices are spiking. That's just so alarming for me. I think, I've been stressed kind of about the economy and stuff, but like this is just like... seeing the metals spike like that, that's not good. It's just really not a good sign. So yeah, I just can't. I don't know. That's really a huge alarm for me. But like I said, it's possible that could just happen, and then it's still this slow creep into, like I said, my prediction is the property seizure. We're going to convert to a digital currency now system. And, you have to... Like, that's really where I think we're headed. Honestly. Is honestly where I think we're headed. That's been my prediction, but... Again, the collapse of metals. But see, this is the thing. I mean, metals, like the stock market, it could be the same thing where it just becomes an inaccessible resource now. Like, they could just decide to make it inaccessible for people. Really. Just a shame I didn't buy more. I could have poured all the money I had into it and been pretty rich right now, actually. I guess there's no point in even thinking about it, but I would be very secure if I had done that. And I was probably going to, but like I said, I don't really know what happened. My life's been weird, and I kind of got off track when it came to saving. But I hope there was a reason for that. I mean, I kind of wonder. I guess I wonder, like, I want to believe that there's some elaborate reason or illustration in my life, but a part of me just thinks, like, I failed. Like, I messed up in multiple different ways, and it's weird. I don't even know. I feel like a lot of stuff, again, it's kind of out of control. It's out of, or it feels that way. Like, it feels like, I mean, these random decisions happen, or these things just happen. And it's like, what can you do? I don't know. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Like, I could have been more disciplined. I could have been more this or that. But at the end of the day, it's like, it just seems like fate to me. It doesn't seem like willpower. Even the times, like, I had willpower and I pushed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I have very clear answers, and I feel like too much is just cope. But that's the thing, is if my predictions are right, nothing's even going to matter. And I really think it's a solid prediction that we're going to kind of see this odd economy where the stock market just doesn't really fall off. Like, what if the AI bubble just doesn't really pop? Because even now, it's like, I don't even, it doesn't have to pop. I mean, this is like the future. This is future tech. Why would the AI bubble pop? I mean, AI could change things more so than the internet. This prediction, it's like, it's really iffy because it's so easy that I could just be completely wrong. I don't want to act like I'm very affirmative about this. It's just like, I'm just saying it. I feel like it could be true because I just can't see how, like, the internet becoming a thing is different than something like Palantir. This is just my opinion, but I think what Palantir is doing is going to fundamentally revolutionize and change our lives way more than the internet ever did or could or can. Like, it's just, I mean, yeah, the internet changed our lives, but not fundamentally. I think that Palantir and obviously AI is very interwoven within what Palantir is able to do, and specifically the hardware advancements we have with tech now. I don't know. I just have a really hard time, like, because I don't know if people have this perspective. I haven't really heard it. Why would people invested in NVIDIA just drop it? Why would people who are invested heavily in Apple just dump all their stocks? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If 93% of stocks are owned by the top 10%, I mean, why? They're not even people who would sell it. People who have stocks in their 401ks. I don't think there's that many people who are, I mean, I could be totally wrong. I'd be very curious to ask GPT this as well. But I wonder if this was the same as before or not. Like, in the previous economic crash, was it different? I wonder. Like, I wonder if there was as large of a percent. Because this is like the whole thing is, why would... Because technology doesn't even need to be mass marketed or mass adopted. It just doesn't. I mean, the fact that the iPhone is $1,000 and it's able to be marketed at that level, like, they could probably make an iPhone that's $6,000 and only have a couple people buy it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how future progress is really even that dependent on the economy. A lot of the economy is not real. And I know tech stocks are inflated, but tech is like the only thing right now that's really mattering. Like tech, science. I don't, why would those things crash? The dot-com bubble, I feel like that almost made more sense because the internet was just the internet. I don't really see how that in and of itself would have revolutionized things to the same degree that massive hardware advancements can offer and provide. Am I crazy to say that or think that? I don't know. I guess it's a bit of a contrarian view of things, but what if, again, like what if all these stocks just don't really crash and the as a result we don't really see a stock market crash? What if the government bails out the stock market? I don't really understand. Like, I just don't, the people who own stocks, I don't see why they would dump them. They're not going to be the people who need to dump them. Unless they're people who, I guess, yeah, they'd sell them to try to be rich because they can sell them. So I guess they could, but I don't see it. I think like a lot of people would just hold. I mean, it's just I don't know. I'm going to be very curious because I am transcripting this. So I really would like to see what GPT has to say about this situation and what it thinks of my takes and all this stuff. You know, I really do. Really very interested in that. Because I could be on to something. I mean, again, this type of prediction, it could easily be wrong. Very easily. So it's like, but I just don't even know if that many rich people like care enough. Because again, if the top 10% owns 92% of stocks, why would they be dumping stocks? I'm pretty sure the top 10% is going to be fine anyways in whatever kind of upcoming recession that there is. Why would they just start dumping stocks and then making the economy worse and less stable? I mean, I know humans don't act rationally. And then you have a bunch of people where their 401ks are tied up in it. They're not going to dump their 401k. There's a lot of retired people. A lot of these things just, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, on the other hand, though, you could just have, like I said, some kind of a clean sweep where they just strip the value of stocks, where they say, like, yeah, this is all meaningless. Let's just go property free. But I'm still interested in my theory about more of just like a gradual destruction of the economy, where it's like, yeah, beef's available, but you know, each year it's going to go up by like $2 a pound, but it's always going to be on the shelves. Like, we could see that because we haven't had a calamity like this in a while. Like, it with the amount of tech sophistication we have, I don't see why. It just seems very weird to me. But again, I mean, am I just in over my head? And is it like, have people always thought this? Like in 2008, did some people go, oh, well, we're so far in the future now, it's going to be completely different? I don't know. I think, again, it's mostly going to hurt. Like, I mean, people could just start dying. I don't even know. Like, no idea what's going to happen. So getting laid off and dying, it's crazy. I just hope I don't get laid off. Because at least then it's like, I mean, things could get really bad, but as long as I could still work, I could weather the storm. Like, I'm really not that much of a wimp. Like, as long as I can afford beef and have access to good cheese, I'm really going to be happy. Because I'm definitely going to splurge and just get my cheese again. It's sad, but I just can't do it. I mean, that cheese was really my life and joy. So I definitely need that cheese back in my life. Period. So I don't really know what else to say about that. But yeah, I guess, and instead of being stressed, I need to just be calm and clear and try to hope that we're on the eve of something special that could actually benefit me a lot. And it could be exactly what I want. I guess the humanitarian side of me it's sad and scared. It's very sad and scared. And yeah, things, I don't know. It's stressful. It's definitely stressful. But like I said, hopefully we're going to really buckle down, load up on zinc moving forward. Going to start eating honey every single night before bed. And maybe I should ask GPT if that's actually like worth it or not. I don't know. It might be. It might be worth it. I'm not really too sure. I just heard honey was like antibacterial or something, so when you eat it, it kind of, but I don't really know the true medicinal effect of honey, but whatever, I guess we'll look into it. But if anything too, I mean, I'm not in a super big rush. I might ask GPT a lot of this stuff tomorrow. I think it's an important thing to theorize. And I'm sorry I'm a bit dry, but like I said, hopefully my voice is back to 4 cylinders. Well, really, 6 cylinders instead of 2. I mean, this is my voice we're talking about. We could really say 8 cylinders instead of 2, because this is not pleasant to talk like this. So I guess that's the hope. And then, what else is there to think about? Yeah, hopefully by Monday I'll have thought about this more, because this kind of like just happened, and hopefully I'll have more dialogue about it, more theories. Although I think I did express things pretty well, just maybe not clearly. But I'm going to have some time to reflect and think about things, and I don't know. But here we are. I'm trying. I've been trying, but man, this is like, maybe, I don't know. Like I said, it could benefit me, because then a lot of the ideas on this channel are just going to shoot. Like, my videos are just going to get into the millions. Like, no, I'm joking, obviously. They're going to get into the thousands overnight. Well, no, why would I be joking? They're going to get into the millions overnight. Because when this stuff starts happening, people are going to be like, oh, this guy's actually like completely right. How did he do that? How did he figure all this out? This guy's completely right. How did he know? No, that's what's going to happen. But I won't really want to say I told you so, because like I said, it's a sad time. But I think we may interrupt. I think we may just start blowing it. I think it may be time to get the iPhone Air, because at this rate, it's just like, yo. At this rate, it's just, I need to grab what I can get, and that's, I need to just grab it while I can. There's no way around it. I have such a need for an additional better phone. Make my life so much better. Even the 16 Pro, I just need the late, like, this is not working. And I have to. I just can't do it, I can't take it anymore. I need that thing, man. And if it might not even become obtainable if the economy goes under, it's like, really, wow, I don't know what to do. Just don't know that I know what to do. But yeah, it should be pretty fun to think about my prediction of the slow crash and potential unconventional nature. Because Because it's really a continuation of how things have already been. Like, what I'm describing is how things have been. Anyways, it's been schla, but now it's time to buy schla. So, see you schla.